Now let's get some analysis from our studio guest, Dr. Zhang Jinshuo, who's in charge of education at the National Zoological Museum of China, and he's also an associate professor at the Institute of Zoology at the Chinese Academy of Sciences. Welcome to our special coverage. And I guess the question that I'd like to ask you first is, why do we follow this annual migration, and what impact does it have not just on the animals' lives, but on the people's lives?
I think the first of all is the curiosity, because the old people, the people is also the number of nature, the number of the animal kingdom. So we are very interested in the knowledge about animals, about other nature or natural resources. So I think the curiosity is the first, and then if we follow the animals' migration, we know the population dynamics. The monitoring is quite important to study the animals. So in each year, we will have to follow the animals' migration and to know the detailed information about animals in each year.
Very important for the ecosystem and maintaining it. And as you mentioned, you've got these people who are very curious about it. I think it's now become quite a tourist attraction, and certainly generating a lot of money for those tour organisers. But if you can also just explain to us why the wildebeest spend their whole lives doing this, going round in circles virtually, covering a journey of more than 3,000 kilometres.
Yeah, this we call it a great migration because it's a long distance. So we have to know the more information about the wildebeest. I think the main reason is the food and the water. The reason is the raining or dry season. So the wildebeest or other ungulates will have to follow the water, will follow the food. So that is the main reason. Another one, if the environment is so huge, the Serengeti National Park is so huge, but the grass and herds have to regenerate. So the wildebeest or other huge mammals will give a load grasses or grassland can be regenerated. So they have to move and to search more foods. I think that is the reason. Yeah.
And of course, it's a journey that's filled with great danger, isn't it? The predators, of course. But what impact does it have on the food chain?
Yeah, not only wildebeest, but the zebras, impalas, gazelles, and other ungulates. They are the primary consumers. The primary consumer means they have to eat many grasses or herds, but also they are also the food of other carnivores. For example, lions, cheetahs, leopards, hyenas, and the crocodiles. So they are very important, play a very important role in the food chain and the ecosystem. Yeah.
And the challenges for these wildebeest making the crossing, I guess, has to be that crucial moment, isn't it, when they cross the Mara River? I think 250,000 die during the migration. It seems a huge number, but it's all part of the natural cycle, isn't it? But there are challenges for them. Yeah. Big challenges.
Big challenges. The dice, I think, is very normal for animals. For every people or every organism, they will give given birth, and they will have to die finally. Actually, the death is a good thing for the nature, because the caryces is the good resources for other scavengers, for example, vultures or other adjutant storks. And also, you know, it's really a good thing for other carnivores, and it's really important for the ecosystem. Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to learn more about it and we'll speak to you later, but many thanks for giving us that insight. And that's Dr. Zhang Jinshuo, who's in charge of education at the National Zoological Museum in China.